So I made a comment on a page, then somebody else commented on my comment or whatever. And what I did not want to do is sound rude or anything like that. So I apologize if it came off that way, because what I said that a personality disorder isn't a mental illness, I believe is what I said. And then I followed it by, I asked if that person had ever been diagnosed with conduct disorder, because they were talking about when they were a kid, they were diagnosed with something, right? Because if you're diagnosed with conduct disorder, like I pointed out in another video, well, then that would lead to antisocial personality disorder, which is also a cluster B personality disorder in when it comes to personality disorders, right? Sorry if that sounds confusing. But yeah, I did not mean to come off rude or sound any kind of way. It was just me being curious about that, what the diagnosis might have been whenever she was a child. Even though antisocial is different than borderline, they do kind of, there's a lot of overlap, especially in mental illness. There's a lot of overlap. I mean, you know, in mental illness and in personality disorders, right? Since we're splitting hairs, but like, so think by being bipolar, it can manifest itself in a lot of ways similar to depression, where you get high highs, low lows, and when you're depressed, you're low. So, well, which one are you? Are you bipolar or are you depressed? Well, it depends on what the other symptoms are, and like how often or how frequent, or do you have any like manic states or things like that. Oh, another example I was thinking is that, so even with people that are, you know, sometimes when a person is depressed or they're bipolar, they can be easily agitated. And well, that can be a lot of things too, right? If you're antisocial or borderline, you can be easily agitated. But are you agitated because you have a personality disorder, or because you have a mental illness? You know what I mean? So like, there's a lot of overlap, and you got to be very careful when you're looking at things, and you got to look at a person's the whole history of a person's before you can really make that determination. And again, my whole thing here is, I'm sorry if it came off rude. That wasn't my intention. I was just genuinely being kind of curious and stuff, because like, this is right up my alley. Like, this is exactly what I do for a living.